Yo, the best. Yo, the best. The jury is finally out. The verdict, the final verdict. So a lot of people in the comments, yes, I've seen it, and not everyone, don't get me wrong. A lot of people know what it means to the sneaker culture way before hype was a thing. Corteiz branding, collaboration aside, this sneaker, for me anyway, I can only speak for me and where I grew up in London, has always been a sort of staple. And we've been screaming out for so long for this sneaker to come back and to retro in some way, shape, form, or fashion. It's like Nike have done everything in their power to give us different Huaraches apart from the Air Trainer Huarache. But this one's even more special. It is the Nike Corteiz Air Trainer Huarache Gully Grey. Now I need to explain myself. In terms of the comments, it is very split. A lot of people understand the shoe, a lot of people get the shoe and like the shoe. But there are a couple people though that have said if this wasn't a Corteiz collaboration, if it was a GR, these will be sitting. I don't know, bruh. I mean, I get it, I do. And yes, there's hype because it is a collaboration and the marketing behind it. The genius behind the whole marketing stuff with Clint, Corteiz, the brand, everything. It's going to boost up the shoe. Of course it is. But when there's fans of this shoe, like myself and many others, yeah, we're still going to gravitate to it. And because it is a collaboration with one of my favorite brands, in my opinion, it's a win-win. But anyway, the Gully Grey, what an absolute banging colorway. What an absolute banging sneaker. Just a quick look at the box. It is your sort of old school retro Nike box that we used to get in the early 2000s with a couple Corteiz logos on it, which is pretty cool. But the product sticker though, that actually reads Nike Air Trainer Huarache SP, and the colorway is flat pewter, and white. Now we've got the cool tissue paper, and inside the box lid, yep, the Alcatraz logo sort of tiled in there. Now I'm going to say this gracefully because I know not everyone got all the extra goodies that some people like myself did get. I really don't know how it worked. It could be down to a limited basis. It could be down to the sizing that you ordered. I don't know. But for myself, I got like a black tote bag and a ski mask, which was sort of in like this red color, and also a very cryptic sticker, which yeah, I'll take that. Now, if there's any chance, and it's very slim, don't get me wrong, it might be a miracle at this point that this sneaker does restock, or if you're looking to pay resale for the shoe, you might be thinking about the sizing. Now the Air Trainer Huarache is a sneaker that we haven't got in donkey's years, so I'm going to try and break the sizing down as best I can. Even on the Corteiz Instagram before launch, they said to go with your normal Air Force sizing just because they come up big. I went true to size, and with AF1s I go half a size down normally, so yeah, I did ignore it and I don't really regret it too much. Yes, there's a bit more room than I would like, but because of the straps I can still wear them. It's not that deep. But in terms of my advice, honestly, go half a size down. Go with your normal Air Force 1 sizing. If I could go for these again, that's what I would do. So I've had this sneaker a few days now at this point, and yes, the more I look at them, the more I fall in love with them. It's just the weather's not cooperating over here in the UK. So the materials, bro, you have to be very careful. But for the most part though, the Gully Greys, they're in this nubuck material and I absolutely love it. Now for a lot of people, the straps put you off the shoe. And I do get it, it's not for everyone. But for someone like me, that's one of the appeals of the sneaker. Yes, it does have its downside though. Like the strap can sort of break easily, like the mesh on it, or it can cause the laces to fray. And that's one of the things that used to happen to me as a kid when wearing these. Now, one thing that's cool though about the strap this time around is the Corteiz is on one shoe and the Nike branding is on the other shoe. And from what I can tell, that's the only sort of mismatched patterns or logos on the shoe. But yeah, that's a nice touch. Now I've got the C for Corteiz on the outer side side of the toe box, which is nice. And this very subtle Nike swoosh that's stitched in on the toe box as well. Now, some extras that this sneaker came with every order, as far as I'm aware, is the dog tags. They're pretty nice. You got one for Corteiz and one for Nike, with logos on the back and some info on the front of it, which is a lovely little collector's item. For me, I'm not going to be wearing them, but yeah, I'm defo going to look after them. Also, we've got some extra laces which are 3M in this grey colorway, which I do really like. Now, the 3M on this sneaker is very subtle, but it's definitely there and I love it. And yeah, if you do want to swap out the laces with the 3M pair, you're going to be shining, bruh. Now, the neoprene material coming in that camouflage, which I absolutely love. Now, I've got the Air Trainer Huarache by Corteiz on the tongue as well. And the insole is in that camouflage too, with the Nike branding and Corteiz. Now, we've also got the Nike at the back on the heel counter with the RTW, which stands for Rules the World. Now, the midsole means business, and it always has done and it always will do on the Air Trainer Huarache. And I do love the gum hits on both ends of the sneaker. I don't know why, but it just goes so well. And it's pretty much the same with the outsole. It's that waffle design that we know and love to the Air Trainer Huarache with the gum hits on both ends. So the Air Trainer Huarache with Corteiz has been the talk of the town for the past week or so. And you know what? It's for good reason. I know a lot of people are going to be hating because they're seeing the shoe so much, they're seeing the brand, or Clint, I guess, as well. And with every collaboration or retro or both in this case, you're not going to please everyone. There's always going to be people nitpicking, whether it's the price, which yes, £190, it's not cheap. And there's plenty of shoes that got a lot of hype and a lot of people liking the shoe that I haven't liked over the years. And yeah, I know where people are coming from, but bro, if you don't like the shoe, you don't need to get them. It's not that deep. But look, broskis, with all that waffling aside, let's decide together whether these are a buy or a buy. Now, this is going to be a little bit biased on my end. Yes, you've seen the unboxing. I look like a little school kid in a toy shop. I couldn't hide my excitement. This sneaker brought so many memories back. Wearing these in the early 2000s and with so many people having this shoe on foot, yeah, it definitely brought it back. So much to love about this shoe though, like the 3M, the quality of the nubuck and the materials. And seeing that strap again, I can't wait to see these flapping in the wind. And all the little goodies that this sneaker came with, along with the extras that I didn't have a clue about. It's those little details from a brand, from a collaboration that just makes it feel that much more special. Will this sneaker make my top 10 of the year? I'm not too sure yet, bruh. Not gonna lie. It might just do though, just for nostalgia alone. But yeah, there's been some absolute bangers coming out. And we're still not done yet. The only things I can sort of nitpick with this shoe is the QC wasn't the best with all the glue and the scuffs. Yep, I know it's part and parcel, especially from Nike at this point. But this sort of leads me on to my next nitpick. £190 at retail. And for me, I was always going to pay it just because of the collaboration and the sneaker as well. But spending that much on a shoe, you'd expect QC to be a little bit better, you know? But look, that's just nitpicking. I know for a lot of people, it might be deal breakers, but for me, I'm willing to overlook it. But let's round it off though, broski. The Nike Air Trainer Huarache Corteiz Gully Grey is an absolute. But let me know down below what you think. Is it all hype? Is this sneaker an absolute banger? Or is this an absolute miss? But broskis, thank you for stopping by. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, share. And yes, until the next episode, take care.